Okay, I've finally had enough. I can't take any more of the crap that's going around about the bailouts of the auto industry. First of all, it's not a bailout. It's a bridge financing loan. Say it with me, people. Bridge financing loan. You have to pay it back. Did the banks have to pay back theirs? Did the banks who got us into this trouble have to pay back theirs? Or what? $1 trillion into the government right now. Do they have to pay back theirs? I don't know. You tell me. What's the terms and conditions on that? Number two, did anybody, Mr. Obama, I'm talking to you, did anybody ask for conditions put on any employees of the banks? Did they say that people had to not have bonuses paid out? Yeah, they did something like that, but what? They only paid out $165 million at AIG. Oh, but wait, I think the way they're going to work that is anybody who makes over $350,000 a year won't have to pay those bonuses back. And if I'm not mistaken, it's voluntary anyway. So the people who got us into this mess by their outright greed are off the hook. Why? We need banks. Of course we need banks. The government pensions are held by the banks. Now, the auto industry is asking for a mere pittance compared to that. To actually have hard-working men and women of America and Canada be able to afford their houses, their cars, to put their kids through school, to feed them, to clothe them, and to have some sort of stability in their lives, which turns around to benefit the members of their community. Because you know what? What goes into my wallet ends up in your cash registers, people. It ends up in your cash registers. So why is it that throughout all these communities, people are bad-mouthing the auto worker? Not the managers who've been making millions and millions in bonuses every year. Tom Lasorda, going to call you out, brother. $25 million in a bonus, one single bonus last year, after you, as the head man of Chrysler's, lost $8 billion. You're going to take $25 million. Then there's the retention bonuses. Now, retention bonus. We can't touch those because, you know what? The guy's got a contract. We got to pay him. They got a contract. Guess what? So do the auto workers. They got a contract. It's good for another couple of years. We signed a contract 6 months early. 6 months early. And the company said, thank you very much for the concessions, the large concessions that you guys did make, because you're going to help us get through this tough time. So all of a sudden, the times get a little tougher. Who is going to pay the price? The auto worker? The guy who goes to work and puts in his 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, busting his butt, talking to you two girls, busting their butts to make a living, a decent living. Absolutely. But isn't that what we all want? A decent living with decent benefits, good wages, that we can support our families, that we can be active and productive members of our communities and society in general, to pay our taxes, to go out and spend money, put it in the general coffers. There's your economic stimulus, people. Keep people working in decent paying jobs. Now, Fiat, Sergio Marchionne, hey, I guess he spent a year in Windsor, so he understands. He understands the Canadian auto industry. He understands Canada. He spent a year here in school, so apparently he knows what's going on in Canada. First thing that he says, first thing covered, I haven't talked to Sergio. Sergio, maybe you should talk to me. I haven't talked to him. However, first thing out of his mouth, according to the papers, is auto workers gotta dig deeper into their pockets to give me more money. No concessions, no Chryslers. Listen, dude, apparently you're a smart guy. I'm not seeing it. You did go to University of Windsor. Perhaps that's your problem. 7% of the cost of a vehicle is in wages. You got the other 93% to worry about, and the only thing you can key on is that 7%. If we worked for free, you wouldn't be profitable. If we gave up millions of dollars, like we already gave up the $300 million, you still got to go to the government and ask for billions and billions and billions of dollars, and your hands are still out. The wages are not the issue. The benefits are not the issue. The so-called legacy cost. Let's translate that for all you people out there who don't know what a legacy cost is. That's your elderly parents and your grandparents' income, all right? That's their pension that they worked 30 years in the factory for, right? The factory never was a good place to work. And you know what? Back then it was even worse, and they went through crap. And the reason they went to work every day is because they were promised a pension. Now all of a sudden, they're a legacy cost. That money was supposed to be put away by the companies in order to have it for them when they retired. Shame on the companies for not investing properly and for spending it on these outrageous bonuses you've been paying your people for so long. Who deserves $25 million, Thomas Orta? Not you, not anybody. Don't care. All right? So, legacy costs. Let's not forget, people. That's your grandparents eating cat food now because they're not going to have their pension. Think about that. Let's not call it a legacy cost. Let's say screwing our seniors, okay? Screwing our seniors. Here's what's going to happen. Government's jumping on board with corporate. Gotta get money from the workers. Gotta get wages, benefits slashed by the workers. That's not going to do anything for the companies. And when they finally do turn around, we've eliminated the middle wage, and we're just going to make these other people richer. Don't forget a single thing, and that's this. Somebody, somewhere, will do whatever it is you do cheaper. Somebody, somewhere, will do whatever you do cheaper. Let's not go down the slippery slope of the race to the bottom for wages. I'm out for now. This is the gnarly old goat dude, and I'm pissed off.